Hi, welcome back to my YouTube video. I hope you're well. I'm taking advantage. I think the last video I did actually was out in the sunshine. It's been a busy couple of weeks, hence why I am posting this video a little bit late. Easter holidays, the kids have been off at school for 2 weeks, so everything has been completely out of routine, but we are slowly starting to get back into it. They go back to school on Monday. It's been lovely. We were at Thorpe Park yesterday, which is a huge amusement park just outside London, so we went there, and it actually wasn't too busy because our Easter holidays across all the schools have kind of like overlapped. So a couple of the a couple of the boroughs, towns, cities, whatever, started their Easter holiday like the last week of March and then the first week of April. We were from the 3rd of April for the next 2 weeks, so there was some overlap, which meant that the park was probably a little bit quiet ordinarily, which was really nice because the boys absolutely loved it and the weather was so good. So now we're back and into routine, and I think for a lot of people maybe psychologically getting Easter out the way was something that they wanted to get done, and then think, right, okay, now the summer is approaching, and as we start to hopefully enjoy more lovely weather, we're starting to consider wearing skirts or shorts, or wearing short sleeves and stuff. And I know a lot of us have a few demons or issues around what to wear in the summer, because it can cause a little bit of anxiety about comfort, about heats, and just kind of like just overall appearance, and it can plague some people. So this is where we start to really think about our weight loss options and what we can choose. Now, for those of you who may not know anything about the one-to-one diet, it is a meal replacement plan. We've been going for over 40 years, which is an incredible amount of time. So within that 40 years, we have really finely tuned how it works, and to make sure that we deliver the best quality products in order to support you on your weight loss plan. And when I talk about products, what I am talking about is meal replacement products. So our plan, it used to be the Cambridge diet, and it's gone through a bit of an evolution. It's now the one-to-one diet with Cambridge weight plan. Is a meal replacement plan, which means that we use premium quality meal replacement products. Sorry if there's any outside noise, you might hear cars beeping and reversing. So we have a range of products, whether it's bars, soups, shakes, porridges, smoothies, bites, and each product is on average 200 calories, and each product has 1/3 of your daily nutrition, which means your vitamins, your minerals, your nutrition, high in protein, low in sugar, low in carbs. When you are on a low calorie plan, which is what you will be on the one-to-one diet, it is so important to make sure that it's not just low calories, but the nutrition you're getting is not being sacrificed. It's, you have to have, if you're going to be on a low calorie plan, you have to make sure that you're getting your nutrition. They have to work together, otherwise you're going to deprive your body of everything that it needs to sustain itself on a low calorie plan. So the one-to-one diet with the products ensure that you have that nutrition, so you have complete peace of mind. Not only have you got the peace of mind with the nutrition, which is fundamental, you also know that you have the support of your consultant and me. I have been a consultant, it'll be 7 years in May. I have been maintaining my 3 stone weight loss now for 9 years. I am a level 1, level 2, level 3 nutrition qualification that was held by the one-to-one diet. I'm also an NLP mindset coach, so all of that information, all of those skills and tool set I bring to the table to help support you on your journey, because it is a journey. It's not just a buy the stuff, off you go. It is here to give you that accountability and support. And I know that even when we have got the support of our friends and family, someone who really knows what it means to progress and keep that weight off, having that person in your corner cheering you on is invaluable. And 9 times out of 10, the thing that people say most about the one-to-one diet is, yes, the products, but it's the support, knowing that someone is there at the end of the phone to give them that support. So that's what I'm here to do. Now, the one-to-one diet is a range of 6 steps, and each step works slightly differently, and depending on your criteria, or your information that you send me, which is obligatory when you sign up, so that we can determine the best step for you, because each step is slightly different and each works in a slightly different way. So for example, there are a couple of steps that are products only, whereby, you know, maybe your BMI is within the criteria, you're not on any medications, you don't have any medical conditions, and the idea of preparing food at the beginning is just like, I don't want to get involved in it. I just want something that I know that I can, is convenient. I don't have to think, I don't have to plan, it's there. They are great for you, and that is a possibility for you to start on if you are eligible. Or it might be other steps that has a focus on products and conventional food, and whether how many products you have. You might have 3 products and a 200 calorie meal of protein and veg, or maybe it's 2 products and 600 calories of conventional food. So depending on your lifestyle and all the other criteria I just mentioned will determine which step that might be suitable for you, which is why I always really encourage to book in a consultation, because yes, read up on the website, like learn all about the history, the products, you know, well, the type of products, the nutrition in the products. That is going to give you all of that information, which is great. What the website will not give you is the information on how it can support you. You might be watching this and you might have diabetes. You might be watching this and have a low thyroid, or, you know, high thyroid. You might be watching this and you are type 2 diabetic. You might be watching this and you have stomach ulcers. So the website would not be able to gauge that information from you and to tell you which plan would be suitable. And there could be some confusion of going onto the website and going, oh my gosh, it's products only, that's not for me, and completely dismissing it. Whereas maybe it could be, well, actually I could do a combination of the products and conventional food, but you wouldn't know that that would be suitable for you unless you had a consultation. So please do. You know, this isn't something that you need to buy into if you have a consultation. But what I would love and what I want to make sure is that anybody who makes a decision about whether they are going to proceed or not has an informed decision, that they have all the facts in front of them before they choose whether they want to go ahead or not. So by having a consultation will give you everything that you need, because you might not be eligible for the products. And if that's the case, then you've dismissed something that could be totally suitable for you without even knowing. So that's how the one-to-one diet can help. And obviously, as you start to progress and move up to your goal weight, I'm all about maintenance. The goal, in my opinion, isn't getting you to your goal weight, it's helping you, giving you all the tools to maintain that. There's no point doing all of that hard work, getting to your goal weight and go, right, that's it, I'm done. You know, we need to learn and educate and rebuild that relationship with food, so that when you have finished or when you're moving up the steps, you don't go back to your old habits. If you go back to your old habits, guess what's going to happen? You're going to put the weight back on again. So we really need to make sure that we go through the journey and the process. And I know that we all get super excited and a little bit impatient, and we want to celebrate and we want to go off and we want to get back to normal. But back to normal is going to be a different type of normal, and we need to really make sure that is heavily ingrained. Because, you know, maintenance isn't luck, it is discipline, it's showing up, it is effort, it's just a different kind of effort. And I get asked a lot, how do you maintain my weight? And then, you know, I don't want to go back to putting 3 stone weight on again. I don't want to put myself through that again. I'm really enjoying how I feel right now. You know, I'm in the fittest shape of my life, and I want to enjoy it. So why would I sabotage that and just completely, you know, not care and not bother? That's just not the way that I want to live my life. You know, I've got young kids, I want to be fit and active and healthy, and I don't want to have my health or my weight to impact, you know, what my future life plans are. So that is one of the big reasons as to why and how I maintain. I just think, is this really worth it? You know, when I want to have that blowout, and, you know, the blowouts aren't just once a week, they're like 2 or 3 nights a week, and I'm just getting lazy with my water or my exercise, and I'm having large portions. I'm like, you know, is this really taking me in the direction that I want to? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. And I think about how I want to feel. And is this good for me? Is this good for my mindset? It's not just a physical health, it's also mental health as well. So they're all the things, and I help all of my clients support them on their journey so they are successfully losing weight and maintaining. So you're like, great, this sounds all great. I'm a virtual consultant, which means all of my clients, I can support anyone based in the UK. All of my support is done over the phone. The products are shipped directly from the factory to your door, so there's no having to wait for a mutually convenient time to collect or drop off the products. You order via the app and it gets delivered straight to your door. My clients purchase on a monthly basis, so you have everything that you need for the month at a time. The steps pretty much run on a monthly basis. And you can change at the end of the month if you're like, oh Joe, maybe I want to try a different step. That's absolutely fine. Like, you know, we'll order what you need when you go along. So I'm a virtual consultant, which means I can support you no matter where you are based in the UK. But if you're thinking, like, this all sounds really great, but I just don't know whether I'm going to like the products, or, you know, I don't really know, you know, taste, texture, how they come in, the preparation aspect, we do a taster kit. It's a trial pack. There are 6 products in there. They're already pre-packed, so unfortunately you have no choice on the selection, but there's a couple of bars in there, there's a soup, there's a cereal, there's a shake, so there's things for you, like an arrangement, or a nice little kind of variety of products for you to try. You don't need to sign a waiver because you're not on plan. They're just a sample for you to try, so you know, you might want to try one product a day along with the rest of the food that you're eating, or maybe you just want to have all of them on one day. I would probably recommend one a day, because obviously you just want to try it. It's just for you to have an opportunity just to see how you get on. And then if after all that, and if you've purchased the kit from me, and you're thinking, actually, do you know what, I think I could do this, I could do, you know, I want to find out more about which plan would be suitable, then we will book in a consultation. So Easter is out the way. Hopefully all the chocolate eggs are gone. Now, hopefully, you know, with the sunshine and blue skies, it could give you that bit of motivation and thinking, you know what, I think now is the time. I've run out of excuses and I'm going to run out of time if I don't start now. And if you are very much in that mindset, then let's have a chat. I will put a link in below to purchase the trial kit, and then we can have a catch up and see how you get on. But thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, and I'll catch up with you soon.